Someone requested for a tutorial of how I made the yellow one, so I decided to recreate it with this Ankara fabric. So I'll be showing you one after the other. Now this hard part is for the padded. I'll be placing all the measurements needed, and this part I had to join it with the lining. It ended up giving it a very good effect. So every part you see me touching, I'm showing you the measurement. In the course of the video, you will definitely understand what I'm doing. So for all these parts, they are 9, and then you can see the fabrics measures 10 inches by 5 inches. So this is the crinoline we'll be adding. So I'm going to show you how to add the crinoline. It is the simplest way to do it. It's actually not the simplest way. It's a way that it's going to actually make it secure and all. So this is how you are going to turn it. I've made a tutorial on how to turn the crinoline like this. So this is another part for you to learn. And then you go ahead to iron it and keep it one side. Then now this is the padded side, which is hard. You can see me stitching it together. You can use one, but I had to double my own because I wanted it double. So I notched the middle and then placed it. I pinned it so that I will not miss any part. Guys, just follow the instruction. You feel free to sew on it. It's just that I did not want to sew on it. That's why I was shifting. You will see it when I am sewing it. I had to make this video a little bit short because I don't want it to be boring. So I had to pin it this way. You can see the way I'm folding it. You can see the white part showing and all. So I told you that the Ankara fabric was not enough. That was why I added the white, but it turned out to be a very good design. So I took it to my machine. You can see me even looking for a way to skip it. I use my zipper foot, but feel free to sew on it, doesn't matter. So you can see how I am folding it. I said fold it this way and then I stitched it. I will have to show you guys that particular part again so that I can see it. So this particular foam, I put my hand inside. I've showed you the measurement already, so my hand could enter inside, and then I said join the foam calmly, okay? It was slower than this particular video, so you can see. Then I went ahead to flatten it. The foam measures 4.5 inches by 34, and you can see this part, and this is what the foam looks like afterwards. So now this is the twisting part of the foam. So you can see how I'm twisting it. It's going to reach the back, but go ahead to stitch the back too when you stitch it at the back. So I'm showing you that when I stitched it, there was no, you can't see any sewing stitch at the back. It was completely neat. So that's what I was trying to show you when I brought up the yellow one. So now I'm going to stitch it as I twist it, because if you don't stitch it immediately, it is going to lose. So you can see me stitching at the back first at that joining part, that joining at the back, which I said I'm going to show you how I actually joined it. I observed that I fast forwarded it too much, so I'm going to show you the slow version at the end of the video. So you can see me twisting it, and then I will sew. So guys, I did not have enough storage because my 256 gig phone has full due to tutorials and all that I usually make and pictures I take. So I had to cut so many things. I didn't record it because the phone for storage was full. So you can see me stitching it. You can see it. The worst thing I did was use the tiny needle. So please, if you have a big needle, use it. It is quite faster than this small one. The only difference is that the small one gives it a neater effect because it doesn't give hole and all those stuff. So that's why. So I tried to secure it at the back before I continue to stitch. So you can see me stitching the back, and you can see me twisting it. Secure it with pin, don't sew it, because it's a twisting. You might get the twisting wrong when you get to the back. So now the 9 pieces that has crinoline in it, this is how I did it. So after you gather it, make sure you secure it at the end. You do the next one, you secure it at the end, and that's basically it for this particular 9 parts of this. So I tried to make it a bit longer for you to understand what I mean, secure it at the end. So now this is how full it is, but I did not like how open it was, so I tried to place it this way. The other one was placed normal, so I secured it with a pin so that I can show you quick before my phone is going to, for the camera will die again. Then secure it, then I'll come back and pin and sew the pinned part. So this is how you replace it at the back of the scarf, and this is my design that I will use. I tried to stone it, and that's basically it for this tutorial, guys. Hope you learned something. This is the part that I promised to show you at the end of how I folded it. So you can see me bend it this way. So I bent it this way so that I wouldn't show, and to give it that deep effect in front. So I tried to slow this one down than others. Then I folded it this way, and then I went ahead to sew it, so you can see how I did it. So I went ahead to sew it all round. I also observed that I didn't add the gather part of this the main cap, so you can see how I'm doing it. I said this way, I stitched it, I locked it there, and then I started printing it. I didn't print it past where I sewed it. Another mistake is that I used black thread. Thank God this is actually mine. So you can see how I took it down. Please use a bigger needle because this small needle is almost torture. So you can see it, and then I'll go ahead to secure it very well so that I wouldn't lose or anything. I did not weave it, and that was another mistake. I did not weave it, so please weave yours if you have a weaving machine, or better still, just find a way to burn it so you can see the deep effects that I was talking about. And that's it with this part that I'm showing you. I will indicate all the measurements at the end of the video in case you did not understand it at the front part, but I hope you actually got everything that you need to learn how to make this Zara cap. It is not hard, and it is something that will fetch you lots of money, and it's not something that is going to be cheap because the things used are quite pricey. The padded, the crinoline, every single thing, even the foam, the time you actually use in creating this. If you recreate it, please don't forget to tag me. Thanks for watching, guys.